Beyond the Gates, spoilers full. Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Today is a beautifully chaotic Thursday, and the sun is shining. But honestly, all I can think about is the absolute madness brewing in Fairmont Crest right now. Grab a huge cup of coffee because we have so much to unpack today. Honestly, I've been staring at these spoilers for the week of August 17 for Beyond the Gates, and my brain is just melting. It is literally melting. Because the writers have officially lost their minds. And I mean that in the best way possible. But also, what is actually happening? I'm so tired, you guys. I've been covering this show for what feels like an eternity, and just when I think I have a grip on the storylines, they throw a curveball that completely knocks me out. Let's just start with the law firm. The absolute, unmitigated disaster that is Bill Hamilton's law firm. So, Bill is still in the hospital, again, because his wife Haley is the absolute worst Black Widow copycat in the history of television. I mean, we all know she's been slowly poisoning him since October 2025. October! It is now August 2026. That is 10 months of poison. How bad are you at poisoning someone? It's actually embarrassing at this point. But anyway, Bill is incapacitated, hooked up to machines, fighting for his life, and back at the office, the children are fighting. And by children, I mean Tomas and Naomi. Tomas and Naomi cannot be in the same room together. They just can't. It's physically impossible at this point without someone screaming or throwing something. And it's not even fun, soapy drama anymore. It's just exhausting. Tomas is constantly picking fights. He's constantly pushing her buttons. And for what? Because he genuinely thinks he is the rightful heir to the Hamilton legal empire. Let's be real for a second. Let's really look at the facts. Tomas has been a partner for less than a year. Less than a single year. Who does this guy think he is? He just walked in, got his name on a door, probably bought a few expensive suits, and now he thinks he's the king of the castle because the actual king is stuck in a hospital bed. It's pure arrogance. It's the kind of corporate entitlement that just makes you want to throw your remote at the screen. He literally appointed himself as Bill's successor, just decided it in his own head, and expects everyone to bow down to him. But here's the thing, the massive, glaring thing that Tomas refuses to acknowledge. Bill has a daughter, Naomi. Naomi is right there. She is his daughter, she is highly capable, and she could totally take over the firm if she wanted to. But she doesn't want to, or at least, she didn't want to. She has been perfectly clear that she doesn't want to replace her dad. She just wants to keep the ship afloat, protect the family legacy, and make sure the firm survives while Bill is recovering. But Tomas won't listen. He never listens. He just keeps pushing and pushing. And now, according to the spoilers for Monday, Tomas is actually trying to convince Naomi to reconsider her stance. He's pushing her to take over, in case something happens to Bill. Which is so weird, right? Like, why is he doing that? What is his endgame here? Maybe he thinks if she takes over officially, he can manipulate her easier than he could manipulate Bill? Or maybe he thinks she'll fail under the pressure and he can swoop in as the ultimate savior of the firm. I don't even know anymore. The guy is a snake. He is a loud, annoying snake. And Kat isn't even helping him. Tomas actually thought Kat might help him eliminate Naomi as a threat. He thought he could use Kat's chaotic energy to his advantage. But Kat is totally ignoring him. She won't help him, which should be a huge red flag for Tomas. If Kat Richardson, a woman who literally thrives on drama and confronting people, won't even help you cause trouble, you are on an island, buddy. You are all alone. Nobody likes you. But wait, hold on. Just wait a second, because this next part is the craziest thing I have read in a long time. I actually had to read the spoiler notes 3 times, rub my eyes, and read them again to make sure my eyes weren't playing tricks on me. Are you ready for this? Naomi is planning to kill Tomas. Yes, you heard me correctly. Kill him. Murder. Homicide. Naomi Hawthorne is literally plotting to end Tomas Navarro's life. What? What were the writers thinking? I mean, I know they hate each other, but going from workplace bickering over office space to actual, premeditated murder is a massive leap. It's huge. It's insane. How is she going to do it? Let's really break this down. Let's think about the logistics of Naomi committing a murder in Fairmont Crest. Is she going to push him down the stairs at the firm? Is she going to tamper with the brakes on his car? Or maybe she should just call her stepmother Haley and ask to borrow some of that slow-acting poison. Though knowing Haley's track record, it would take until the year 2030 for Tomas to actually die, and Naomi would still have to listen to him complain about billable hours for the next 4 years. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. Naomi is a lawyer. She knows the law. She knows how the justice system works, which means she should theoretically know how to cover her tracks. But murder? Really? She is willing to throw her entire life, her career, her freedom away just because her junior partner is annoying? I feel like this is going to backfire horribly. Naomi is letting her emotions completely override her logic. And maybe I'm being too harsh on her because Tomas is genuinely the most irritating person on the planet right now, but taking a life is a bit much, even for this show. I just keep picturing Naomi sitting at her desk, staring at Tomas through the glass walls of the conference room, just mentally planning where to hide the body. It's so dark. It's so out of left field, but I am also weirdly here for it. Like, part of me wants to see her actually try it just for the absolute chaos it would cause. Imagine Caroline Lee walking into the office with her morning coffee and just finding Tomas on the floor. Caroline would probably just step over him and go sort Bill's mail. She has no time for this nonsense. I can't wait to see how this plays out on Monday. It is going to be a train wreck. A beautiful, messy, glorious train wreck. So, moving on, let's pivot away from the law firm of death and talk about Andre. Poor, stoic, paranoid Andre Richardson. The guy just cannot catch a break. His life is falling apart piece by piece. His wife, Dani, is currently a complete mess. She is being interrogated by her entire family, Anita, Vernon, and Nicole, because she accidentally called Bill her husband in public. Which, by the way, is still the funniest and most tragic Freudian slip in the history of the show. Dani and Bill hooked up in an elevator during a tornado. We all know it, the fans know it, and now the family is starting to suspect it. Andre is dealing with the crushing reality of a cheating wife who is clearly still trauma bonded to her toxic ex. But Andre has bigger problems right now. Much bigger problems. His past is officially catching up with him. We've been wondering for weeks about this mystery stalker. The person sending him those cryptic text messages that make him look over his shoulder every 5 seconds. The person who sent that ridiculously expensive bottle of champagne to him. Who is it? What do they want? Well, the spoilers for the week of August 17 finally confirm it. And it is exactly who some of us thought it was. It's Heather Armstrong, Joey's sister. The skewer herself. I am losing my mind over this revelation. Heather? We already know Heather is creeping around town, getting uncomfortably close to Vanessa McBride, acting all overly friendly and weird. Joey is already super paranoid about her motives. And honestly, Joey is completely right. Joey Armstrong might be a casino boss with a temper, but he is the only one using his brain right now when it comes to his sister. Heather is dangerous. She is manipulative, and now we know she is the one actively targeting Andre. But why? What is their connection? I am racking my brain trying to figure out how these two fit together. Did Andre and Heather have a thing in the past? Were they romantically involved before he got with Dani? Or is it something darker? Were they involved in some shady casino business back in the day? Did they commit a crime together? The champagne is such a specific, taunting detail. It's a luxury item. It's celebratory. It's like she's saying, let's toast to the dirty little secrets we share. It's so creepy and so calculated. Andre was just asking his Uncle Ted for advice about this. Ted is the voice of reason, the calm center of the Richardson family. Andre is setting up a secret meeting with this stalker, not knowing exactly how bad it's going to get. He is terrified that his past is going to be exposed. And honestly, it probably will be. Heather doesn't do things quietly. She is going to blow his life up into a million pieces. And she's going to do it right when his marriage to Dani is already hanging by a thread. Think about it. Dani is slipping up, calling Bill her husband. Andre is distracted by a stalker from his past. They are completely disconnected from each other. It's perfect soap opera timing. It really is. The writers are setting up a massive explosion for this couple. When Dani finds out about Heather, and when Andre finds out about the elevator hookup with Bill, there is going to be nothing left of this marriage but ash. Speaking of Dani and her messy, complicated life, let's talk about Vernon. Vernon Dupree is a man who does not play games. He is the stern patriarch of the family. He demands respect. He demands the truth. And after Dani's little husband slip-up at the hospital, Vernon is not letting things go. He is tired of the secrets. He is tired of watching his daughter spiral back into the toxic orbit of Bill Hamilton. The spoilers say Vernon is going to confront Bill about his intentions with Dani. Let's just picture this scene for a second, because the visual is incredible. Bill is lying in a hospital bed. He is weak. He is vulnerable. He is recovering from a major medical crisis caused by his psychotic wife, Haley. And in walks Vernon Dupree, just marching right into the ICU or wherever Bill is, probably wearing a sharp suit, glaring down at Bill with the fire of 1,000 suns. Vernon is going to demand answers. What are your intentions with my daughter? I mean, the history here is so incredibly toxic and painful. Let's recount it. Bill was married to Dani. He was the father of her children. Then he had an affair with Haley. And Haley wasn't just some random woman. She was Dani's daughter's best friend. The family took Haley in when her parents died. They loved her, and Bill threw his entire family away to be with her. It was a massive scandal. It broke Dani. It broke the family. And now, after all that trauma, after Dani finally moved on and married a good man like Andre, Bill and Dani are sneaking around in elevators during natural disasters. and Danny is calling him her husband again in front of everyone. Vernon has every right to be absolutely furious. He wants to protect Danny from herself, because Danny is clearly making terrible, self-destructive choices. But what can Bill even say in this situation? How do you answer Vernon Dupree when you are hooked up to a heart monitor? Sorry, sir. I realize my current wife is a psychopath who is actively poisoning me, and I suddenly realize I made a huge mistake leaving your daughter, so I want her back? It's a mess. A complete and utter mess. Vernon is going to tear him apart, verbally at least. And honestly, Bill deserves it. He needs a harsh reality check. He realizes now that Danny was a true partner, unlike Haley, but it might be way too late. The damage is done. I love this dynamic so much. Give Timon Kyle Durrett and the actor playing Vernon all the Emmys for the scenes we are about to get. And finally, let's talk about Chelsea and Kat. The spoilers say they are combining fashion and controversy. Which, okay, sure, why not? Kat is currently investigating the disappearance of Lynette Wise. She is digging deep into Haley's dark secrets. She is literally on the radar of a woman who has been poisoning her own husband for 10 months. Haley is a desperate, dangerous woman who will do anything to protect her lifestyle and her secrets. And Kat is focusing on fashion with Chelsea. I mean, I guess a girl has to have a hobby to decompress, but maybe focus on not getting murdered by Haley first? Just a thought. But knowing Kat, she's going to use this fashion thing as a cover for something else. She never does anything without a hidden agenda or a reason. She's fearless. She confronts people head on. She confronted Leslie. She confronted Bill. She's confronting Haley. The controversy part is what really interests me here. What kind of controversy are we talking about? Is it a scandalous fashion show? Are they exposing someone's secrets on the runway? Are they using the fashion event to lure someone out of hiding? Maybe they are trying to flush out information about Lynette Wise. It's beyond the gates, so anything is possible. I just hope Kat knows what she's doing, because Haley is getting cornered. Her attempts to revive Bill backfired. Caroline Lee is onto her. Kat is digging into her missing friend. A desperate Haley is a very dangerous Haley, and Kat needs to watch her back. So yeah, that's the week of August 17 in a nutshell. Naomi wants to commit actual murder and kill Tomas because he's an annoying coworker. Heather is stalking Andre with expensive champagne to ruin his life. Vernon is yelling at a sick, poisoned man in a hospital bed to protect his daughter. And Kat is playing dress-up while hunting a potential killer. It's exhausting. I am so exhausted just talking about it. The drama is relentless. But you know, I'll be glued to the screen on Monday, popcorn in hand, ready for the chaos. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Am I crazy for thinking Naomi might actually go through with it? Do you think she has the guts to kill Tomas? And what do you think happened between Andre and Heather in the past? Let's discuss it all. I need your theories because my brain is fried. See you next time.